Welcome to On This Day, where we look back at the moments that made history, one day at a time. From major world events to the weird and unexpected, every date has a story. So, what happened on 11th of July? Let's find out. July 11th is one of those dates that stretches across centuries, pulling in moments of innovation, celebration, conflict, and some truly surprising twists. From the courtroom to the cosmos, the battlefield to the basketball court, this day has brought both drama and breakthroughs, often within hours of each other. So whether you're into politics, science, pop culture, or just fascinating coincidences, there's something here for you. Let's begin in 1804 with one of the most infamous duels in American history. On this day, U.S. Vice President Aaron Burr shot and fatally wounded former Treasury Secretary Alexander Hamilton in a duel in Weehawken, New Jersey. Hamilton died the next day. The showdown wasn't just personal, it was political drama at its most deadly, and it became a defining moment of early American politics, and later a Broadway mega hit. Jumping ahead to 1960, we've got the birth of a nation, literally. Katanga, a mineral-rich province in the newly independent Congo, declared itself a separate republic. The secession triggered a political crisis and civil war, pulling in foreign powers and peacekeepers. It's a reminder of how complex the road to independence can be, and how valuable resources often come with a price. In 1979, Skylab, America's first space station, fell back to Earth. After 6 years orbiting the planet, it re-entered the atmosphere and broke apart, scattering debris across parts of Western Australia. No one was hurt, but the event became legendary, and the town even fined NASA for littering. Yes, really. On July 11, 1987, the world's population hit 5 billion people, at least according to UN estimates. The milestone was marked with a global campaign known as 5 Billion Day. It sparked new conversations about resources, sustainability, and how humanity fits together on this increasingly crowded planet. Now back to 1955, when the U.S. Air Force conducted a mysterious operation at a remote site in Nevada. That site would later become known as Area 51. While the government didn't acknowledge its existence for decades, conspiracy theories about aliens, secret aircraft, and cover-ups began right around this time, and they've never really stopped. In 2010, Spain won its first ever FIFA World Cup, beating the Netherlands in a tense final. Andres Iniesta scored the winning goal in extra time, and the victory sent Spain into celebration mode. For football fans, it was a beautiful end to a hard-fought tournament, and a historic moment for Spanish sport. Back in 1921, a former president made a return. Not to politics, but to the bench. William Howard Taft was sworn in as Chief Justice of the U.S. Supreme Court, becoming the only person to have served as both President and Chief Justice. He actually preferred the robe to the Oval Office, and stayed on the court for nearly a decade. Love discovering what happened on this day in history? Hit subscribe and turn on the notification bell so you never miss an upload. Alright, let's jump to 1893, when a man named Michael Tsereteli was born in Georgia, the country, not the U.S. He would become one of the world's leading scholars on the history of the Caucasus and Middle East. His work is still referenced in modern political analysis, showing just how much impact one quiet historian can have. In 1985, Coca-Cola gave in to public pressure and brought back its original formula after the infamous New Coke backlash. Less than 3 months after introducing the new version, the company admitted defeat. Coca-Cola Classic was born, and it's a case study in brand loyalty that's still taught in marketing classes today. Going way back to 1405, Chinese explorer Zheng He set sail on the first of his 7 legendary voyages. His fleet, massive even by today's standards, traveled through Southeast Asia and the Indian Ocean, bringing back goods, knowledge, and alliances. It was China's golden age of maritime exploration, long before Columbus ever sailed west. On July 11, 2006, Mumbai was rocked by a series of coordinated train bombings that killed more than 200 people. The attacks shocked the nation and the world, and they served as a painful reminder of how vulnerable everyday spaces can be. Out of the tragedy, however, came stories of courage, resilience, and unity. In 1934, the first ever Major League Baseball All-Star Game was held in Chicago. The best players from the American and National Leagues went head-to-head, and fans loved it. What started as a one-time publicity stunt became an annual tradition, one that's still a summer highlight for baseball lovers today. And in 1922, the Hollywood Bowl officially opened its doors. The iconic amphitheater became home to some of the most legendary performances in music history, from classical to rock and everything in between. If you've ever been there, you know, there's something magical about music under the stars. Lastly, in 2011, Rupert Murdoch's News of the World published its final edition amid a massive phone hacking scandal. Once one of Britain's most read tabloids, the paper shut down after it was revealed that journalists had illegally accessed voicemails, including those of celebrities, politicians, and even crime victims. It was a journalism ethics bombshell that sent shockwaves through media and politics alike. That's what happened on 11th of July throughout history. Made it this far? Drop your favorite historical fact in the comments. Learned something new? Hit subscribe and come back tomorrow. You never know what the past has in store.